Hello everyone, FSG here, hope you're all doing well. We are back for another round of fact sheets, but not just fact sheets this week. It has been an incredibly busy week for the amount of information that Giants have been putting out about FS25, straight off the back, of course, of our trip to the US as well to get to play FS25. And if you haven't seen any of my videos, I did do 3 of them. One on deformable ground, one on the AI workers, and general tour around Hutan Pantai as well. So if you haven't seen those, I've put the links for those in the description below the video. But first and foremost, before we look at some of the other items, because I haven't had time to get round to doing a video on all of them yet, we'll jump into the fact sheets because I know that's what you're here for, and then we'll recap some of the other stuff. But there are some very good videos out there already, so go and check other people's out as well. First up, we have the Ape 50 car. Obviously, we've seen this on Hutan Pantai a lot, but this is only going to cost you $5,500. It's got a whopping 3 horsepower. It takes 10 litres of fuel, will run at 23 miles an hour, which is not bad, and weighs in at 492 kilos. So very handy for running pallets of stuff around the map when you need to get somewhere quickly. Next up is a tractor that I drove in a lot of the videos that I did for FarmSim 25 that you've seen this week, and that is the Case Puma 260 CVX drive. This is a lovely tractor. 270,500 to buy it, 302 horsepower with a variable CVT transmission, 390 litres of fuel, will run at 31 miles an hour on the road and comes in at 7.3 tons. I really like that tractor. And in this fact sheet, it is towing a Case RB456 HD Pro round baler, which looks fantastic as well. First time we've seen this. This is going to cost you $65,000, so not crazy priced. 4 tons in weight, requires 120 horsepower to pull it, and will do 125 and 150 centimetre bales, and will run at not a bad 11 miles an hour. I do like this setup. I can see myself using this straight away. Next up, an old favourite, we have got the Class Jaguar 990 TerraTrack forage harvester. 625,500 for this, 925 horsepower, 18.6 tons, so it's a biggie. It holds 37 litres of capacity, but as we know, you usually have a trailer running alongside you or being towed behind it, so it unloads on the fly. 25 miles an hour on the road, 1,500 litres of fuel with a variable CVT transmission. And they've coupled it with a Class Orbis 900 header, 127,000 for this. It needs 840 horsepower to run, so should run fine on the TerraTrack. 4.1 tons, 9 metre working width, which is fantastic, and will run at 6 miles an hour. And this will do whole crop silage for corn, wheat, barley, oats, canola, sorghum, soybeans, and sunflowers. Next up is the Aprilia RX125. Of course, this is what we saw in the original trailer. We finally get a fact sheet on it. This is only going to cost you $4,000. Manual transmission, 134 kilograms. Will do 62 miles an hour with a 15 horsepower engine, and will run at 7 miles an hour in the field. I'm not sure about that. I don't know what that means, but I'm pretty sure it will go faster than that if you're running it across a field. 7 litres of fuel, nice to see this. I wouldn't mind having this as a little bike to play around with, especially with a deformable grounder. It'll be really interesting to see how it runs. Can't wait to give this one a go. Now, very rarely we have got a 5th fact sheet this week, and it is a good one. It is the New Holland T7 long wheelbase PLMI tractor. $239,500 to buy, 224 horsepower, 7.3 tons, 390 litres of fuel on board with a variable CVT transmission, and will run at 31 miles an hour. And then we have the Rexius 1230 from Vaderstad. This is a roller, and it will cost you $81,000. Needs 170 horsepower to run, and it will run at 7 miles an hour, and with a 12.3 metre working width, you are going to cover a decent amount of ground with this. So there you go, there is your fact sheets for this week. I think there's some good ones in there, isn't there? Really like those. Anyway, on top of the fact sheets this week, Giants have been very busy delivering some news to us. On Monday, we had a bit of a blog about the townsfolk, a little bit more detail on that. I'll put a link to that in the top right-hand corner now so you can check that out. I'm not going to go into a huge amount of detail on this. To be honest, this one for me, it's fine. It's in the game. I don't think I'll use it very much. I think it will be very helpful for new players, though. And we do know that they are going to be able to give you contracts, so well worth checking out from that perspective, but not really something that I'm particularly excited about, although the possibilities for how this develops in the future could be interesting. Then on Tuesday, we got the feature trailer. Now, this is a bit of a salesy trailer promoting some of the key aspects of FS25 that they tend to put out just before launch. So if you've not seen this, I'll run some nice images in it, so let me just run it in its entirety here. We're not going to break it down or anything, it's relatively short, but just to give you a feel for what has been released this week, it's worth having a look at.
Rated E for everyone.
So there you go, that was the feature trailer that was released on Tuesday this week. On Wednesday then, they followed that up with a Riverbend Springs map tour trailer, roughly the same length as the feature trailer, but again, some nice imagery in there, and really there just to kind of get people's excitement going and get people hyped for the upcoming release. So here is the Riverbend Springs map tour. Enjoy.
Rated E for everyone.
And then finally yesterday we got a preview blog of hand tools and bale wrap consumables. Now the hand tools thing, it was new, I wasn't expecting to see this, but I like the idea of it. I like the fact that you can put your chainsaws down in your shed now and you've got spray cans in there and it looks like a brush as well, potentially for grooming horses. I like the fact that you can actually not have to carry these around with you all the time as well. The shed looks interesting and it does open up the possibilities for modders. Again, you think buckets, spades, brushes, you name it. The potential for having an entire shed full of tools could be really, really fun. Maybe even creating some sort of roleplay opportunities for wrenches, spanners, drills, so on and so forth. Maybe even the ability to carry out your own make-believe repairs on your tractor. I'm going to point you in the direction of Argsy Gaming's site because he's done an excellent review of this blog, so I wasn't going to repeat a lot of it. So well worth checking that out. Now, as well as the hand tools, they talked about bale wrap resources. So as well as the Rani Wrap brand that is coming to the game, which we already knew about, we also have some branded wrap and some branded netting from the likes of Class, New Holland, John Deere and Case. And on top of that, in terms of netting, we also have netting from Fendt and Massey as well. And of course, they said at FarmCon that this was something that you could do manually or potentially it is automatic as well. So we haven't seen that. I haven't tested that. They didn't have any balers in the preview build that we played with last week. So we're just going to have to wait and see until we get to launch for that one. But lots to absorb this week. Loads of really fun information coming out now. and we're getting closer and closer to launch. So thank you very much for watching. If any more information comes out over the next couple of weeks, I'll be sure to get you that information as soon as I can. But for now, thank you very much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you all again very soon. Bye for now.